Mabuhay, Kamusika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Filipina housekeeping. I want to do a video on Filipina housekeeping, and this will be brief, but this is another aspect that I believe you're likely to find from a Filipina. Yes, you've heard that Filipinas make torrid lovers, that they're great cooks. They're frugal, they handle money well, and yes, these things are most certainly true. But another thing is they keep good house. Now that's very important to me, and so it's something that I want to share with you in case you're worried about this. A Filipina can be a great housekeeper. So I like a neat and orderly living arrangement. I didn't clean all that often because I never messed it up, and I wasn't home a lot. But when you are and you have different people running around, the place can get disorganized in a hurry, and when my surroundings get disorganized, then I tend to get sloppy and disorganized myself. Same thing at work. I want a neat work environment and I want a nice home, and I'm fortunate enough to get that. Now, my wife had her own room, and she was the eldest daughter there, 2 brothers. She was one of 4 sisters, and she had her own room, and she took great pride in it. The way it looked, that things were in a certain place. If somebody took something, that they put it back where they got it, and this is good. This was something I remembered about her, and sure enough, it's translated over here. The way she keeps track or keeps her things, her space, her environment is going to be probably the way she takes care of yours, your home, your apartment, wherever you're living, except it's going to be a lot bigger. So it's going to be a bigger challenge for her. But if she's neat and orderly, good housekeeper in the Philippines, she's going to do that here, I believe, in the United States, no matter where I am, no matter how big her house is. Now, I gave my wife full control over the apartment that we lived in when I married her, and now we're living in a house with my mother. We actually bought her townhome to be true Filipino style, so now my mom lives with us, and I pretty much gave my wife full control over what it looks like over the apartment. And now the house, we had to paint down here. I let her choose the colors. We did go out and look for some furniture. We had some disagreements as for the type of furniture, but that was over the price. I wanted her to be able to spend money on good furniture that's going to last, and she was in that frugal save money mode, and I just said, no, hon, this isn't going to last long. You tap the wood, this wood is better, let's buy this or let's not buy that. So, but I still let her choose, but I wanted her to buy quality things, and she does like quality things. And so she picked the paint colors, and that's fine with me. Her favorite colors, and they're my favorite colors too now. My wife is neat, she's clean, and I love it. Right now we're in the bedroom downstairs, only because with my mom upstairs I need some peace and quiet, and I need some privacy, so I come down here. If she's not there, I can bring the camera upstairs and see different parts of the house. But here I'm looking at this closet. It's got lots of shoes for her and for me, lots of clothes, and it's all neat and organized. Lots of shoes down there. Yet there's plenty of space. We've got bed sheets in there. We've got everything organized in here. Very neat and orderly. She picks up after herself when she's done. Things don't lay around like a mess, which I love. The bathroom she cleans up. The upstairs kitchen she cleans up after she cooks, which she does 2 or 3 times a week. Down here, everything is neat and orderly, and I like that. I mean, I know, I'm not naive. I know there are some women that are very, very sloppy. I think they're called messies is the word for it. And, well, that's probably something you should talk about maybe. I want to get married, but I want a wife that wants to keep a nice looking, clean, orderly house. That's important to me, because when I come home from work and I'm tired or stressed, the last thing I need to do is see chaos in my home. So my wife, as many Filipinas are, very good at housekeeping. She's rearranged our basement storage room now. Same stuff, but there's just more room in there now, and it's organized. Our kitchen pantry, she's organized that. She fixes things around here because she's mechanically inclined. I am not. So if something isn't working right, hon, can you fix that? Can you see about that? She learned to do that from her father in the Philippines. I didn't learn that from my father. So, she's the go-to person for fixing things if we can before we ask somebody else. And that's just wonderful. My wife really takes great pride in our home. And I grew up in a home where my mom and my grandmother took care of it. So our house was always organized, clean your room, everything had to be nice. And I'm very blessed that my wife feels the same way. So if housekeeping is important to you, then I hope you can also find a good housekeeper, and I think you can in your love beyond the sea.